Hello friends! Today we're going to take another look at our alphabet book. This is the front cover, back cover, and the title. The title of this book is Alphabet Book, and this is the spine. Now, just like our big book of poems, this book also has a whole bunch of poems, but these poems are all alphabet poems. When I open it up, I see the title page. That's just to remind you of the title in case you forgot. And when I turn the page again, I see a special place called the Table of Contents. The Table of Contents tells you where to find things. Today, we will be looking at 2-letter poems for the letters G and H. Now, before we look at them, let's talk a little bit more about those letters. Just like you and I have names, letters have names too. And when we write our names, we use an uppercase letter. Each letter has both an uppercase and a lowercase. Now, before I write these letters down, there's something important I want to remind you of. This is the sky, the grass, and the ground. Very good. Let's get started, friends. And let's start with our first letter, the letter G. Just like Miss G. Now, when I write the letter G, I start in this, a little below the sky, and curve around, touch the ground, touch the grass, and across. That's an uppercase G. For lowercase g, I start in the grass, curve around, touch the grass, dig underground. Now, my friends, this is the letter G. What do you notice about uppercase G, like Miss G, and lowercase g? You're right, uppercase G is a lot bigger. And when I look at the shape of uppercase G and lowercase g, they're a little bit different. They both have curved lines, but lowercase g is doing something very different. Lowercase g has a hook that digs underground. What about where each of the letters start? Well, uppercase g starts a little below the sky, and lowercase g starts in the grass. Plus, like we said before, it has a hook that digs underground. All right, friends, let's write the letter H. For the letter H, I start in the sky, vertical line down, move over just a bit, vertical line down, and then I go across the grass to connect them. For lowercase h, I'm going to start in the sky, touch the ground, slide to the grass, curve down. That's a lowercase h. And again, my friends, this is the letter H. What do you notice about uppercase H and lowercase h? Well, they both have parts that touch the sky, but what's different? Oh, you're right. Lowercase h has a little curve, and uppercase h is made of completely straight lines. Now, let's look at both letters. What do you notice? Well, when I look at G and H, they're actually pretty different. Because, let's see, these letters stay between the sky and the ground, but this lowercase g, it digs underground, and that's pretty different. What else? Oh, well, the letter G, both uppercase and lowercase, has a lot more curves, and H is a lot more straight. It has a little curve, but it's not very curvy. All right, friends, now that we know a little bit more about the letters G and H, let's read some poems about them. And remember, we can check the table of contents to see where we can find them. I see the letter G is going to be on page 16, and the letter H is going to be on page 18. All right, friends, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to turn to our letter G poem first. Before we read it, let's make some observations. What do you notice about the illustrations on this page? What do you see? You might say, I see a girl, and she's holding a basket, and it looks like there are some vegetables in her basket. Where is she? You're right, she's outside, and it looks like she's in a garden that has a lot of fruits and vegetables and even some flowers. What kinds of fruits and vegetables do you see? I see some apples, some carrots, what else? There are tomatoes and lettuce and even some peas in her basket. Wow, we made a lot of really great observations. I think we're ready to read our poem about the letter G. Ready? Come into Gabby's garden, enter through the gate. Look at all the good ripe food to gather for your plate. Go get some golden apples picked right from Gabby's trees. Then get some red tomatoes and gobble up some peas. That sure was a fun poem about things that start with the letter G. And oh my goodness, Gabby's garden is beautiful. I would love to have so many fruits and vegetables in my garden. All right, friends, let's look at our poem for the letter H. And remember, before we read it, let's make some observations. What do you notice? You might say, I see a chicken and some chicks. What do you notice about the chicks? It looks like they're in some kind of hat. I wonder if this is one of the chickens we read about yesterday in our letter E poem. Maybe. Well, where are the animals? It looks like they're in a barn and she's sitting on a nest. And there's a clock on the wall. The mom chicken sure looks happy. Let's read about them. This one's a long one. Get ready, friends. High up in the hayloft in a honey-colored hat, happy Henrietta Hen laid her eggs then sat, and sat and sat. Ho hum, said Henrietta Hen, I'm hungry and I'm hot. I have to take a supper break, then come back to this spot. Henrietta huffed and hurried and returned at 5 till 6. And in the honey-colored hat were half a dozen chicks. Oh my goodness, that's so fun. It looks like Henrietta Hen sure laid a whole bunch of eggs. Let's count how many chicks there are. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 chicks. Let's play a game. If you hear a word with a I want you to pretend that you're one of Henrietta Hen's chicks and you're flapping your little chick wings. Are you ready, friends? Okay. High up in the hayloft in a honey-colored hat, happy Henrietta Hen laid her eggs then sat, and sat, and sat. Ho hum, said Henrietta Hen, I'm hungry and I'm hot. I have to take a supper break, then come back to this spot. Henrietta huffed and hurried and returned at 5 till 6. And in the honey-colored hat were half a dozen chicks. Oh my, you did such a great job pretending to be one of Henrietta Hen's chicks. I am so glad that we got to read these alphabet poems together and talk about letters. I love reading poems with you. You're amazing. I'll see you again later.